What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the online Jamily? JamiroFan 2000 here. We get another episode of JamiroFan Talks About. For the initiative of the series here on my channel of nearly 9 years, this has been my periodic discussion series here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel, looking at the past, present, and future of Jamiroquai and the now over 32 years of musical and influential making. And I thought the recent news of early April of 2025 really necessitated this episode, this special episode of JamiroFan Talks About, to be recorded. So let's start off with the first big major announcement, at least from me. Many regular viewers here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel might have seen my previous JamiroFan Talks About, where I talked about my aspirations of creating an online petition, at least in a bit of a grassroots form, on helping raise consideration for Jamiroquai in a future class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I always thought that Jamiroquai was more than eligible for this amazing accolade that many classic and legendary musical artists kind of shoot for, but I think given it's been over 30 years and nearly 50 million albums sold for Jamiroquai, that it was high about time to create a fan petition to raise consideration for Jamiroquai amongst the at least the voters of the nominating committee for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, at least into this foreseeable future. So I have brought it upon myself to write a petition and put it up on iPetitions.com, which of course is one of the major petition websites for many petitions of many topicality, but I put that one up for Jamiroquai. And if you are so interested in signing this petition, and I am shooting for a goal of over 25,000 signatures till I move this petition onto the proper channels for consideration of the voting committee of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I'm probably going to have to Google to find out how that process goes. But I have a lot of connections within at least Jamiroquai HQ, so I'm sure they could end up fast-tracking that over to the fine nominating committee to get Jamiroquai in consideration, at least for maybe the 2026 or a future class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because I think Jamiroquai should be in there. And as of the posting of this petition, which I posted today on iPetitions, at least earlier today on April 2nd of 2025, we're getting probably near 100 signatures, so massive thank you to all the members of the Jamily, former band members of Jamiroquai, or basic music fans of Jamiroquai for signing this petition. And I hope everybody in the online Jamily takes the time during the spring and summer of 2025 to sign this petition and hopefully get to that 25,000 signature goal that I'm shooting for, and hopefully this will be sent on the proper channels to get the consideration of Jamiroquai for getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in the foreseeable future. And massive thank you to everybody who signed the petition. So let's get on to the second bit of news for this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. The brass is back, the brass is back, the brass is back. And for anybody who's wondering what I'm talking about, Jamiroquai, over the last 30 years of their musical output, have been known for a hell of an amazing brass section, or, saxophone, trumpet, all the horns that comes with Jamiroquai's sound. Jamiroquai literally came out of their chrysalis with a lot of horns. But as of for the 9th album, Jamiroquai Recording Sessions, which have been happening for nearly, at least in the recorded allowance from the band members of Jamiroquai on their respective Instagram accounts at Chillington, the brass is back now recording at Chillington studio. Today, the Jamiroquai HQ social media overjoyingly put out a video of Jay in the studio and a four-piece brass section recording some brass sections for some of the foreseeable new material that is hopefully going to be coming out of the 9th Jamiroquai album, hopefully optimistically releasing sometime this summer into fall or winter of 2025, hopefully to coincidentally come out around the time the Heels of Steel Tour 2025 starts around November to December. But they put out a great, awesome video on the Jamiroquai HQ Instagram account, so I will be putting that video at the end of this episode JamiroFan Talks About, right at the end of this, with JK overjoyingly in the studio watching this amazing four-piece brass section do some selected sections from the new Jamiroquai music. And yes, JK was not droll in thinking he spares no expense. And it's really exciting times to see the brass section back in action. And massive thank you to Jamiroquai HQ and all the social media for sharing all of the updates over the last calendar year between March of 2024 to now in April of 2025 of the whole, at least parts of the recording process for the Jamiroquai album. And here, as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. I hope you enjoy this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. Be sure to like and subscribe. And be sure to ding the bell on your YouTube to stay up to date on all the latest content coming from the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. I will fully endeavor on keep bringing you all the latest news as we go towards the spring and summer of 2025. And like I said at the beginning of this episode, JamiroFan Talks About, if you would like to sign that petition to help in the consideration of Jamiroquai for the shortlist in a future class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I've taken the liberty of putting that petition link down in the description area of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About down below, and of course the posting of this video on my Instagram, instagram.com/@JamiroFan2000. So please take the time to sign this petition if you ever can, and massive thank you to everybody who takes the time out, at least going into the spring and summer of this 2025, into signing this petition, and let's make this happen. But as always, this is JamiroFan2000, and I'll see you again really soon with more Jamiroquai related content here on the JamiroFan2000 YouTube channel. And JK in the studio at Chillington, take it away with the amazing brass section, and I'll see you around, everybody.
See? No expense spared for this album. No expense spared.